Hi everybody, I'm Tim from troutandfeather.com, and if you've looked at my social media or watched my videos from over the last few years, you pretty much almost always see me wearing waist-high waders. Yet now I'm going to give you reasons why chest-high waders are just absolutely awesome when you're out fly fishing. Stay tuned. First off, here's a little peek behind the scenes. Why do you so often see me filming, see my social media, and I almost always have waist-high waders? Well, it's really simple. My day job is as a teacher, so I do most of my YouTube videos during the summer. Hence, those waist-high waders, they are just awesome, they're comfortable, they're really cool, yet here I am, I'm filming. It's early spring in Western Pennsylvania. Look closely behind me. Do you see that white stuff in the background? That's an icicle. Yes, it's March. We still have icicles in Pennsylvania. So my waist-high waders are put away, and I'm here to talk about reasons why you're gonna see me using these chest-high waders all spring, all winter long. Protection against the elements. What elements am I talking about? Simple: rain, wind, snow. What's great about chest-high waders is that you can put a raincoat over top of them, say it's raining, and all that rain will hit your raincoat, then run off. You will stay nice and dry on the inside. The same deal for when it's snowing. And what about the wind? Well, the nice thing about most of the waders that are out there in today's market is that they're also windproof. So you can take your jacket, you can put it on actually inside the waders, keep nice and warm, and when that bitter wind comes through, you are not gonna be affected by it. Your fly line might be affected by it, but you won't, and that is a good thing. These are meant to really just protect you against the elements. They can withstand the elements and help you get to those fish. I don't always have a sling pack, a vest, or a backpack on. Sometimes all I have is just a box of flies, some tippet, my hemostats. I can throw them all inside my waders or in the pockets, grab onto my wading staff, and wade just a little bit deeper, trying to get closer to fish. In the spring in the east, and especially in the summer out west, you can have some runoff. There are times when those rivers can be really, really high. So we wanna wade a little bit closer. We can do so when we're wearing these chest-high waders. Whenever I have my waist-high waders on, I really feel confined because I can only get so deep before that water is going to come down on top of them. But in this case, I can wade really deep. I have a wading staff for safety, and I can kind of shimmy my spot to that location. If there's been a rain and the water's running a little bit high, a little bit off color, I feel just a little bit safer knowing that I have these waders and I can get to that location. But keep in mind, make sure you get all the air out of your waders, put on your wading belt. I have mine on right now, just to keep yourself safe whenever you're wading in that high water. They help you stay warm. That's a really big deal. Now the pair I'm wearing right now, these are called Grundens. What's really nice about the Grundens is that they have these neoprene booties, and they are just like the warmest booties I've ever had in waders before. I have no idea what the technology is, but Grundens, thank you so much. For those of you interested in this pair, I highly encourage you to check them out. I have a link down below in the description of this video. But what are some other kind of things that we have with these waders, especially these chest-high ones? Well, number one, so many of them now have pockets. It's great. I can stick hand warmers in here. It will protect my hand against the elements, and it will help to keep my hands warm. That is just a wonderful addition. Speaking of staying warm, this pair that I have on right now, they have a zipper down the front. You can kind of figure out where this one is going. If it's a really cold day and I have to, well, you know, all I have to do is just pull down this zipper, pull down another zipper, you know, the rest of that, use the facilities, and then I'm back to fishing. I didn't have to take off all of my gear, take off all of my jackets just to use the restroom. Having these zippers on these modern waders, it is just an absolute blessing for all of us today. If you're into social media, be sure to use that hashtag Trout and Feather so I can see what you're posting about and I can learn basically where you're fishing, what you're fishing, the flies you're tying, all that fun stuff. Come on, where do you think I'm gonna get my future video ideas from? All of you with that hashtag Trout and Feather. But be sure to add Trout and Feather on whatever social media platform you use. I'd love to connect with all of you there. What about organization? What I love about wearing these chest-high waders is that there's tons of pockets in pretty much every pair that's out there today. This pair of Grundens right now has 2 of these outer pockets. Zippers work really well. They have these 2 inner pockets. Zippers are great. If I look inside, there's actually 1 more pocket on the inside. That's 5 pockets, at least 5 pockets that I know of. In each of these pockets, I can put all kinds of things: car keys, cell phone, tippets, hemostat, nippers, a little box of flies. I can keep pretty much all of my stuff right here. I don't love to wear vests. I like sling packs. So I can have my sling pack on, it's slung out of the way, and all the stuff that I access a lot can be in these pockets, yet I still have kind of a clean chest to allow me to fish without anything interfering without anything in my way. The other nice thing about today's waders, some of them have just D-rings or O-rings in just random places. This pair of Grundens has a D-ring in the back so I can hang my net on there. I don't have to worry about attaching my net to my sling pack. It's always slinging around. Instead, my net is just hanging off my back at the ready for me to pull off with my left or my right hand. It's just ready to go. They've made these waders just kind of user-friendly for all of us. Don't forget, like this video so I can make more videos like this. Now, let's get back to some more tips. Does that mean from now on, whenever you're looking at my social media, you're only gonna see me wearing chest-high waders? Absolutely not. I love waist-high waders for the summertime, warm weather fishing. But the downside is there's only 2 pockets on those waders, maybe a place to put my cell phone. Now I do have access to my shirt, whatever I'm wearing underneath. But whenever I'm thinking about if I had to buy just 1 pair of waders, would I go chest-high or waist-high? It's an easy decision. I would go with a chest-high pair of waders. They are an absolute investment that will really just pay off in the long run for your fly fishing. Now that I've recommended chest-high waders, what about stocking foot or boot foot? Now, what I love about stocking foot waders is that they're very narrow around your ankles, which means when the water hits your ankles, it doesn't have the ability to knock you over, especially in faster moving water. You can buy boots, you can buy any range of boots that you want that can get really tight, snug on your feet, that hopefully will last many seasons. So I really like stocking foot waders when I'm thinking about wading in places that's gonna require just a little bit of trickiness. Boot foot waders, they have their time and place. If I'm thinking about duck hunting, fly fishing for steelhead in really cold water, and I'm not gonna be moving a lot, boot foot waders are great. They tend to keep my feet a lot warmer, my body a lot warmer. That's a big deal whenever I'm thinking about fly fishing in the wintertime. So what kind of waders are best for you? And that really just depends on a lot of factors. Your price range, the type of water that you're fishing, the time of year that you fish most often. Are you gonna go with 1 or 2 pairs of waders or more than that? So if you have any specific questions or you need a wader recommendation, you can reach out to me. My email's on the screen right now. It's tcammisa@gmail.com. And I'll do my best to help you find the perfect pair of waders. Speaking of waders, what brands do you just absolutely love? We're not bashing any waders here, but down below in the comments section, drop the names of the waders that you've used in the past that you could recommend to others. I'll do the same down there. Now, what about other fly fishing gear? Well, that's really simple. I put a playlist of some of my favorite videos related to fly fishing gear. They're right here. You can click that playlist, watch all those videos, learn lots, and thank me later.